One of the first bonuses that I got here was from you. When you guys went to Germany, you threw out a bonus, and I almost won the trip to Mexico, but I had the tier up below, which was a free iPhone that you handed out.
All right.
And at the time, I wasn't about the iPhone, so you just gave me a check and bought me an Android phone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was a top-notch phone for free, and it was awesome. You know what I mean? That like week contest that you had. So, and that's the thing. Like we look at what you're gonna invest in the leads, but also it's like, oh, you're concerned about your lead balance, but not only the money, the renewals, the pay through, but obviously the other bonuses and incentives that you get thrown out there from the agency, the managers that want to help us, because it's about production, it's about going out and helping people, it's about making money, and people that do the best get taken care of one way or another, indirectly by accident. But we know what it takes to be out there. We know the price that he's paying, and he's consistent, and he loves the job, and he's about it.
And 32,000 in December. We hear all the time people, oh, you can't, nobody's buying, all stuff. No, that's all nonsense. Right?
And I told him too, my first year, my biggest month, my first 12 months was December of 2015, $27,000. You know what I mean? And I knew working many sales jobs that you got to put in double the work in December to get the same results. So I went hard myself too. And, I got a lot of post-dated checks for the 1st or 3rd of January, but, it got it done. And I told him that story. So he believed it, and he put in the work like any other time. But yeah, got a lot of people protected during the Christmas holidays for sure.
So for you mentioned, first year he wrote over 300,000. How many agents?
He probably made like 140,000 then. I didn't count after November, but anyways, go ahead.
But so how many 300,000 a year producers? And again, guys, we're just talking final expense. There's a lot of people that are writing mortgage protection and annuities and different things that are a lot bigger policies. We're generally 50, 60, 70 bucks a month.
60, if that, average.
Yeah. And so how many people have you mentored and personally helped, you think, right over 300 grand?
So personally, I wrote 300,000 my second year here, and I've helped 3 people right over 300,000 and a few more over 200,000.
Okay.
But 3 people that I personally trained and mentored to reach 300,000. So it's kind of I told you that fact. That's something that I'm proud of, because obviously one thing's me being successful, and that's great. And I got what I have, and I'm still climbing. I mean, look at where you're at and many other managers, people in the industry. But I'm mostly proud about 3 people, my twin brother being one of them, teaching them, helping them, build that skill set and those habits to break $300,000 and be in an exclusive club of doing $300,000 in AP, annualized premium, in one calendar year. And again, the most unique thing about us is about $60 average per policy.
It's a lot of
So we're selling a lot of applications. To talk about the opportunity that we have at hand here, not many people could do that. When you talk about leads, most people are used to, the lead companies that are, in my opinion, crap. One thing about our company and what we have is great legal compliant leads, great compliant leads, consistent, right? And that's the difference. And the company provides them. We're not buying them from third-party companies. Our company literally invests millions. Another word for loses, invest millions for us to have these high quality leads. They don't have to, but it's a smart investment on their end as well. But, a lot of people, when they hear leads, I tried that and it doesn't work. Well, you haven't tried our leads. You know what I mean? You haven't seen how we do them. And if you can become and learn how to be a sales professional, we can teach you how to get that 30% closing ratio. And even like Zach, and maybe even Howard. Maybe Howard, but I know Zach doesn't have a 30% closing ratio. He's maybe like 27, maybe 26, but the volume works itself out. Does that make sense? He's collecting so much, selling so much, and obviously everything has to do that he's still very profitable, even if it's not hitting the 30, but the guy takes in a bunch of leads, right? And he's not crying over a few leads that they moved, they're not there anymore, it's just a mailing address. He just keeps it moving and focusing on the bigger picture, which is, okay, well, who can I go talk to next? And that will be home, that does live there, because we know most of the leads will. It's just a matter of time.